Hey, you guys, the time almost got away from me. I was sitting here waiting, and then all of a sudden, 0 seconds. So, let me know that everything's good. I saw Lisa and Cindy and Sue on earlier, and then I couldn't comment anymore because I had to put it up in my holder. But hi, Debbie. Hi, Deb. Cindy, Lisa, Gloria. Hello. Awesome. All right. So, I'm pretty sure that sound is good. So, uh, thumbs up, like yay. Hey, Gloria. So I'm guessing everything's good. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Let's say that. Okay, so let's just get started. How about that? It is 8:01. So welcome. Hey, Carol. First Carol here tonight. Um, and Penny's here. Awesome. Hey, Penny. So yeah, today is what, September 5th. Welcome. I'm Tony Tesler, ToniStamps. That's me. Every month I do, and Anna's here. Awesome. And Carol F. and Di. Everybody. Awesome. Hey, girls. Welcome, welcome. So every month I do, at the first Thursday of the month, I do my monthly virtual workshop. So we're going to make 4 different cards. And then I got a new code down here in the bottom corner. And my blog is updated. And I think those details are in the description. And Nancy's here and Marlene. Awesome. Raining and Helen's here. Yay. So Marlene, raining in Wisconsin. I'll tell you, it's been nice here in Maryland all week, like 70s. Yeah, it was maybe warm the day before yesterday or something. I don't know, but it's been super nice. Like today was drive down with the windows down kind of day. Um, but yeah, so I do a monthly workshop. There's a code. You can get the make and take kit. You can always just follow along, recreate with your own stuff at home. Hi, Leslie. So if you have the things, just copy my stuff. If you don't like fall stuff, like if you just want to change the designs, and Carol Martin. So we got 3 Carols now. Awesome. Um, so copy my stuff if you want. You can get the make and take kit if you want with that. So and at first I was gonna do changing leaves only, like, cause that's an online exclusive bundle. But then I was like, I'm just gonna use all the fall stuff that I want. So that's when I changed the theme to it's fall, y'all. So we're using a couple of different leaf sets. The ones that I have, some new greetings that are from the mini, and what else? Oh, and a leaf collection background stamp. So we'll see that. But so couple announcements. Holiday catalog went live yesterday. The scrapbooking kits all went live yesterday. There are also, oh, thanks, Carol. There were also 2 new kits that went out yesterday that were available. So, they do every month, they do 2, it's like card kits or projects or something like that. Well, this was an ornament kit, and I forget what the other thing was. Oh, a box of cards. So thankfully I remembered. Oh, Marlene, low around 40. I kind of like that. I like it when it's chilly. Ooh. Um, So I thought the box of cards was, I didn't get that one because I was like, I don't know if I like that box. I will share a video like in the next couple days of that because it's basically you just pop some things up and the box assembles itself. And so I'm like, how sturdy is that? I don't know. But I did love the ornament kit. It reminded me of these rings that we had a couple seasons ago, maybe 2 holiday catalogs ago. And I always thought those would make good ornaments. And yeah, it's like they're reading my brain. So I got that one. I actually got my order in. I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning. And then, hey, Julie. I did pay extra for express shipping because I want to have those scrapbooking kits. Because that's what I want to do next week is put together the Halloween kits because that makes like 3 2-page layouts. And I want to do a comparison between the paper, like how does it feel, and compared to other kits that I get. Because I get a lot of kits. I get Club Scrap, that's a monthly kit. Love their papers. They seem to be like at the top of the scale as far as paper quality. Very thick. Um, their printed papers are nice. Their cardstock is nice. Then I've also got photo play kits, graphic 45, Echo Park, um, color something, color book or color, I can't remember the name, but I've got a lot of different kits, and some are thinner than others. So I kind of want to, get a good thing. Oh, and Creative Memories, I've got some of their papers and their kits. So I want to get a feel for it and then give you like my honest opinion, like how does it rate? Because seemingly it looks like a good deal, like a good value. But we'll see if the quality's there or not. So I hope so. We'll see. World Card Making Day is coming up. That's next month. Post a thing for a sign up. Stampin' Up's having a thing, but it's only an hour long. And I don't know what they're gonna make. So we'll see. I sign up for it, but I might not even be home. And then the last thing is the paper pumpkin. So the kit for September is called Autumn Abundance, and it is all like, it looks like folly cards, which, going to be my favorite. But sign up by the 10th for that if you want to get it. And I think I posted a thing about that. Yeah. So let's get cracking on this, right? So I pulled out like all my leaf things, and then some greetings. So we've got autumn leaves. This was new last year. We're using that. Simply Said, this is one of my favorite greetings now. Love that. Leaf collection. Love this background stamp. Um, it's going to work for a lot of stuff. Then we're also bringing in, this is the new one, the changing leaves. So this has, they call it the hybrid embossing folder. So you can use these dies and put in your embossing folder with your paper, run it through your Big Shot or your embossing machine, whatever, and it cuts and embosses at the same time. I don't like to do that because the very first one that they came out with, I did it, but the dies make little cut marks in your embossing folder. Now they say, oh, it doesn't damage anything. Well, I don't like it. I don't like those cut marks in my folder. So I still run it separate. And plus, I don't know if it makes it just like a little bit thicker, a little bit harder to crank through because I quit doing it. Like I did it the one, I can't even remember what embossing folder that was, like maybe a year or two. But I do them separate. You're obviously in charge of your own stuff. You do it however you want. But I like these. And then the greetings, these are both from the mini catalog. No, these are online exclusives. That's right. So, oh, ginger capsules for ooh, somebody's got an upset stomach. Tell ya, I love Tums for that. But yeah, these are online exclusives. And so I'm going to be using birthday. So I had birthday from this one, but I needed the happy from this one. So you use whatever greetings you have. All right. Now, if you're going to get the kit, hopefully I've designed these so that you don't necessarily have to have the same color inks that I'm having. Like I just see now I'm using copper clay and oh, and you know what? At the end, I've got a pile of stuff that I'm going to show you. So let's do that at the end since I already started. I've been playing along with some of Sue's weekly challenges and her sketches and things. But so first up, we are doing and this is what your kit's going to include. So copper clay base, 5.5 by 8.5. I score it at 4.25. And this one's going to be a vertical card. Then we've got basic white 4 by 5.25. This is for the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here. Of course, if you want to stamp on yours first, go for it. I normally would do that, if I'm making cards, but in the interest of time, yada, yada. All right, then we've got, you're going to get all 3 pieces of these. So fall colors. Now I embossed them all with the embossing folder. These are 4.25 by 5.5. All right, so it'll cover and it's actually hanging over. So don't worry about that. It's a full sheet because I want to rip it down. And so we'll use like 3 different strips. We've got cherry cobbler, crushed curry, copper clay. So I did not, I don't know if you can tell, but I did not emboss them in the same exact position between all three of them. So like, look where the biggest leaf is. Like here, it's in the center. Here, it's off to the right. Here, I turned it entirely. So I want to, have a little bit of variety. So we're going to do that. Then I've got one that I die cut and embossed for you. All right. So note the only stamping you're going to do on this one is a greeting. Hey, Rose. Then we're going to have a little piece of the twine. And if you wanted to sit here, I meant to do this earlier and I forgot. If you want to like unravel this to make it thinner, I think that would be cool. But this is about like 12 inches or so, 11 inches, something like that. But I'm going to give you some of this. And then we'll have a scrap of white for the greeting. So we'll deal with that later. So I want to build my base. So I'm going to rip these panels. So I want like a chunk of, I think I'll do the cherry cobbler up here. Then I want probably the curry in the middle and then the copper clay. If you don't like ripping, don't rip yours, okay? If you want to cut yours nice, cut them nice. And actually, this design reminded me of, where is my card? Sue had a challenge, or not a challenge. Yeah, it's a sketch thing. And so this called for specific measurements. And these were papers from Michael's that I got, by the way. But if you like a nice, neat line and you want to cut them, then cut them. But I just want a strip, so I'm going to eyeball and I'm going to rip. So, I like to rip towards me because I want that frayed edge. And you have to be careful ripping when you've embossed it because it kind of compromises the integrity, I guess, of the cardstock. Now I'm just going to eyeball. Guess I want this about here. We'll see. So just be careful, because see, when I got to that, see how it wants to rip right along the leaf. So I just got to force it to go the way I want. And then I'm going to rip these edges off. And then you'll have the other pieces to save. Okay. And I'm going to rip the corner or the sides. Now I want to rip just a tiny little bit off each side, because I still want to fill up most of this card front. So if you were going to do this with other colors, maybe you don't want to emboss it. Maybe you could just stamp. I like that. Actually, let's do this other one. Do I want... I think I'm going to do this one right out of the middle. No, I'll do this one here. Let's just do it this way. Say you didn't want to emboss. You could just stamp different backgrounds and again, just have 3 different panels. And yeah, I'm trying to take my time because I want to keep it kind of straight-ish. And then once I glue them down, if they overlap, that's going to be even better. All right, put that and get this. So I'm getting just a tiny little bit. Gloria, oh, you've got some birthdays this week? Nice. We had some birthdays this week. Sharon had a birthday and Sean had a birthday. All right, so we've got that. Nice. And if these aren't straight, like it's kind of a little crooked, like that's okay. And I think definitely I want this part because I want that leaf to show. So let's do this. At first I was going to use wild wheat on this one, and it's fine. I mean, I like it, but the crushed curry is just a little bit brighter. Not a little bit, it's a lot a bit brighter. And I wanted those nice bright fally colors. Favorite. So yeah, I know you said earlier, don't jinx it. I think we're supposed to get a little bit more warm days. We never get enough fall. Oh yeah, I love this. Oh, I'm gonna put them at an angle on purpose. How about that? So I'm just gonna glue these down. Tiny little angle there. and then opposite this way. Now, if you wanted to crinkle these up a little bit, you could, but just be very careful because again, the embossed parts, that's gonna wanna rip. All right, and then we'll put this like right there at a jaunty angle. But do you see how, if you don't like the ripped business, you can just cut these straight and have that. So we'll have this here. Ooh, I like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie like a bow and put it on here. Thanks, Marlene. Yeah, I like that. I think the crushed curry and the cherry are awesome together. Oops, come on, fingers, work. One loop, wrap it around, tie my shoe. There we go. All right, so you tie your little piece of jute, or if you're using ribbon, like whatever you're using. And then I'm gonna glue dot that on. I think I wanna glue this flat, then I'm gonna add my little jute, and then I'll pop up a greeting. But you do you. If you wanna pop up all of it, then do it. All right, let's do that. Wipe this down. Oh, and I forgot, so every month when I do the workshop, you do a $50 order with the code. This one you get the make and take kit. If it's 75 or more, you're gonna get the doodads with the kit. Okay. Um, what was it? It was from the new mini, and mine will be here tomorrow. Ugh. I think it's called Earth Tones Shimmer Gems. Oh, and you know what? I need to grab, hold on, because I've got some similar that I was gonna use. Ugh. Here we go. So in the meantime, before mine get here, I'm just going to use, these were from last year, and they have like the similar colors. Um, Copper clay is the important one. All right, so you're going to get, it's called Earth Tones Shimmer Gems, and they're from the new holiday catalog. Okay, let's do glue dots and put my, where'd my thing go? Right here. Then we'll do our greeting. Now, I like to do extra glue dots, not just one. And we're just going to put this right on there. And then for our greeting, so you're going to have a scrap. I mean, it'll probably be like 2 by 4 because we just want a little something here. And what was I going to use? Everyday greetings. Oh, okay. That's the ones that I pulled out. So I think I'm going to do birthday because that's what I pulled out. So happy came from the holiday greetings and birthday came from the everyday greetings. So ink, I'm going to use early espresso. All right. I could use copper clay. I could use cherry cobbler. I could use crushed curry. But I'm pretty sure everyone has a dark brown. Doesn't have to be early espresso. And I'm just going to hand cut this. So this time I'm going to use the script and the flat. I need to get this real close to my head. Hope that's straight enough. We're going to go with it. I want to wipe these off. So whatever greeting you have, whatever dark brown you have, if you have copper clay, go for it. And let's just cut this. And this. You know, I was thinking I might want to rip this too. I always think, would that be too much ripsies? I don't think so. Let's just do it. And then if you want to give the edges a little something, but I'm just going to put that like right here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the edges. That was not in my plan, but I think it might look better. So this one, I do want copper clay. So if you don't have copper clay, maybe use crumb cake, like something. Let's just do like this. Let's do the left and right and see. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do all of it so it kind of like softly frames it. I'm digging it. And then we'll pop these up. Oh, you guys, you know what? Look what I found at this is random. Look what I found at the dollar store the other day. Little tiny cans of peanuts. So I actually got 2 of these salted caramel peanuts. So these were $1.25. I haven't opened these yet, but I got 2 of these. These are delicious. Salted caramel. But I thought this would be a cute little treat at some point. I don't know, for fall or Halloween. I can definitely make a box for this. So cute. Cute little cans. We went out to eat Monday, like when I was off for the holiday, and we ended up at a place that there was a wait list, but they had a dollar store like right across the parking lot. So we're like, let's just walk over there and see what we don't need. But yeah, Marlene, I think you're right. It does soften the white for sure. Let's put it right down there. Love it. All right, now again, these are not the same. These are speckled dots, but you're going to use whatever gems you have, or if you get the kit, you're going to use the earth tones. All right, so let's do this. 1, 2, down here. We'll start with 3 and see how I like it. All right, I don't like that big blob of glue, but that's going to dry clear. I'm not going to stress out about it. I tend to put a little too much glue. Whoopsie. I like that. I like it enough. I think your shimmer gems are going to be prettier because, of course, they're shimmery, and these are like speckled. But I love it. So, again, the only thing you're going to need is a greeting. Thanks, Georgia. And now as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that is crooked. I'm going to have to redo that at a later date. But, all right, so that's our first one. Next, we're going to do an easel card with some gold and wild wheat. So this is the new wild wheat ribbon that is in the mini, the holiday mini, rustic striped ribbon. So it really is rustic looking. I don't know if you can tell, but like that looks like stitching, like, when your tension's not quite right on your sewing machine. Let's hold it up against the blue and see. So see how it's not quite, it looks like, I get this a lot, like when I break out my sewing machine, 'cause like it's always something until I get the hang of it. But yeah, I like it. I got this because I was hoping it would look gold, and then I could put it with like some Christmas cards or something that would, have a gold look to it. But it's a flat, like it's not shimmery, it's not sparkly. So I'm still gonna play with it, but I do like it. And I am gonna give you guys some, because I got this whole roll. All right, might as well. So easel card, lots of pieces for an easel card. And this is the one I'm gonna use the leaves background. Where did I put that? Oh, here we go. The leaf collection background. All right. If you don't have this, you use whatever background you want. If you want to emboss it, emboss it. But I like the background stamps. Why not? All right. So put that there. So we have a base. So an easel card is one that flips up, and then hi Leslie, then you pop it up on your desk. So we've got a base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Then we've got a piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is, oh, and I'm going to score this again. So this is meant to cover the entire front of the card. All right, we need another score mark. So in addition to 5 1/2, we need to score it at 2 3/4. Okay. And these you score in the same direction. Because this, oh, let me put that there. We want this to pop up like that. So that's going to be our base for our easel. All right, let me, where did my bone folder go? Let's go right here. All right, so here's our base. Then this piece is going to go right here. So I want to stamp this whole thing with the leaves background. So if you don't have wild wheat, this is when you would use Versamark, okay? Or really, I think you could use like any yellow. It's going to look fine. I think even if you did crushed curry, it's still like a yellow on yellow. I don't think it'll look weird. I think if you did wild wheat ink on crushed curry cardstock, that would look darker. But the lighter, I don't think would be much of an issue. All right, so we ink up our background stamp. And then we place this, and you don't have to worry about direction, like getting it perfectly straight, because it's not like it's a plaid or anything, like where lines would matter. So get you a scratch piece of paper, or I use these index cards for a lot of stuff. And then just smooth your hands all over it. Some people like to use a brayer and, you know, like run their brayer for evenness, but I seem to get it okay with my hand. All right, and then we'll peel that up, and then we've got that. I love it. I'm trying to think. I hope I didn't just do the wrong piece. I think maybe I did. Because then we've got another layer. We've got basic white for the inside, like we normally do, 4 by 5 1/4. Yep, then I've got this layer. So, you know what? I'm just gonna do this one. And then flip that one around. I forgot I wanted it like centered. Well, not centered, but you know what? You know what I mean. This one. All right, and it looks like I got some lines going there from my ink pad. So let's just tap that. But I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, let's give it another go. Same thing. Rub all over. Okay. And we've got that. And I am gonna wipe this off with my chamois. Also, to clean your background stamps, you can just take them and run them under the faucet. And I probably will do that anyway, but for right now, because I know invariably I'll just put my hands right in it. So I'm just gonna wipe it. All right, now set that over there. So if people look, they're gonna see this on the back, but I don't care. All right, so we've got that. So here's our easel card coming together. You also have a piece of Night of Navy, and this is 2 3/4 by 4. So this we're gonna put like that. I feel like I rip all the time, but I want to rip the edges. If you want to have like a decorative die, or maybe just trim this down, I wanted everybody to have room because our white piece is not nearly as wide. I just like it because it gives it a little bit more depth. Then we've got our piece of white, and this is, I believe, 2 by 4. Yep, 2 by 4. And actually, I ripped that like almost perfectly because I just wanted a little bit of the Night of Navy to stick out. So I do like that with the wild wheat. Then you've got die cut leaves, and these are from the Changing Leaves dies with gold foil. And we're going to use those to make our little design. Then we have a circle of Night of Navy. This is also from the Changing Leaves dies, I believe. Yes, it is. And then we've got a white circle that I had to find a punch for this, 1 1/4. And we're going to use this on the inside of our card to pop up because you need a stopper. Tony the Ripper. You need a stopper, something to like keep your easel card up. All right, so let's stamp our greeting. So I'm kind of I want to have some ribbon down here, and then I want to put the gold foil here. So I want the greeting over on the right-hand side. And, oh, you know what? I want the birthday wishes from Simply Said, because I have a lot of fall-y birthdays. Now, you can do Night of Navy. Let's just do Night of Navy. Because what if you don't have the wild wheat ink? I'm not a total fan of, you could also emboss it in gold, like navy ink, navy this, but we're going to do it. I think it'll look better with the wild wheat, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be wonderful no matter what. All right. And then I want to clean this off. I really do like these Simply Said. Okay, let's put that out of the way. So let's go ahead and glue this on. Yeah, I don't know why I like ripping the paper so much. Like, I just like that look, the ripped edge. And I get it. It's not everybody's thing. So if it's not your favorite, then just don't do it. Okay? All right, birthday wishes. And I do want to tie some ribbon around here. We could either go short ways or long ways. I think I'm going to go long ways. So I'm going to have to give you, actually, let's just measure this right now. I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tie a bow. So let's just measure so I know how long this is. This is about 12 inches. Okay, so let me make a note. 12 inches ribbon. So I cut enough for everyone. All right, so we'll tie this first, and I want my knot like kind of over to the left so it's balanced. So we've got the knot on the left, the greeting on the right. All right, like right there. Let's hold that. All right, and then we'll trim. Yeah, I love this ribbon. Love it, love it. I wasn't quite sure about it, but now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's good. Okay, so this one is gonna go here. And then I want to pop up, I want to use, so you're gonna have 4 gold die cuts, and I want to save this solid one for the inside because I want to glue that on our little stopper, like right here, just so we have a little something. You could stamp something, but what else are you going to stamp in this tiny little thing? Birthday wishes, hey. No, I figure we'll just use a leaf. All right, so let's do this, and I'm going to pop this up. Yeah, so we can go ahead and glue this one on to the full sheet. Actually, let's look. So even if I doubled it, you know what? Let's just double it. Why not? Doesn't matter. All right, looks good enough. And then we're going to pop this up. And I just realized I should have just used some of my dollar store foam tape just because it's quicker. But here, this will work. So use all these bits and pieces. Oh, Gail's here. Nice, Gail. So you're feeling good enough? You think you might be back on Sunday? Tell you, that was scary when you ended up in the hospital. I can't believe you got an ulcer from... Then again, that was a lot of Advil, but if you're on the mend, that is the important part. Oh. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, if you're on Sunday, we've got a pool tournament this weekend, Jamie and I, so hopefully we'll still be winning and won't be home. Sunday night, but we'll see. All right, so I'm putting this on. There we go. And now I just want to add like my gold leaves and make kind of like a little spriggy arrangement. Let's do that one. So I just want glue like down at this bottom. Doesn't need to be everywhere, but I do want it to hang off. Oopsie. Yikes, moving around, moving around. All right, and then this can come like right here. Yep. Just a couple little bits of glue. That's all you need. And I'm gonna go right over that. So look, the way I put it, like right next to the end of that one, it makes it look like it's a complete leaf. So I like that. And then this one we can do like right on top. I don't really want to hang it down, I don't think. Oh, maybe I do. Okay, that's not, I could like that. All right, let's just do that. Gina K, better than horrible. All right, let's do this. And we need a little angle. Nice. Now, when you tie ribbon around something, so see how it's like pulled up? That's fine. But I kind of like it to be tacked down a little bit. So I will go and put a glue dot. And I'm just kind of putting it right in the middle. And then just hold that down. So it's just not flopping around everywhere. All right, I love that. Now gems. So I wrote down the colors of the shimmer, the earth tone shimmer gems. None of them are blue. Hi, Linda. I don't know that I'm going to put any of these on here, the ones that I have. Yeah, no. You put something else. I am thinking something Night of Navy would be really nice. And I know I've got some old ones, but okay, so easel card. So we want this is our full front. We want this glued just to this part. All right, so let's put glue all over the whole thing. Don't be shy. And then I want to just butt these up so everything is in the right spot. Then see how that's going to move up. That's going to be awesome. All right, so we'll put remember our basic white 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. Now to get it to stand up, we need to have a stopper of some kind. So that's what these pieces are for. So like I said, you can stamp something on here if you want. My plan is just to put this gold, the solid gold leaf on there. And then we want to put this far enough up in the card that it's actually going to be effective. And we do need dimensionals for this. So if you have your stopper this low, that's what you're going to get. It's going to pop up about that much. And I usually like to have it like in this third area, but I might go a little bit taller, like right here. The only thing it does, if you want to write something, you're limited to this area. Otherwise, if you don't mind people seeing it, like, because you want to display this. But that's up to you. So I would think at least in the bottom third area. All right. And we're just going to use those. And then I'll be almost done with this sheet of dimensionals. All right. And then this, let's go like right there. That's good. So mailable. It's not, don't worry about this being thick. Like, this will be perfectly fine. And then when you get it and you pop it up, then we've got our easel card. And I know that's hard to see, but see how that sits up? That's nice. Ooh, Gloria, Pretty Peacock and Wild Wheat together. I was just using Pretty Peacock this morning. Hold on a sec. Well, not this morning. This afternoon. Well, Pretty Peacock is kind of oh yeah. So it looks more green now. I do like that together. Yeah, good call. Pretty Peacock and Wild Wheat. Nice. Yeah, we might see that more for like a Christmas card too. But okay, so that's our easel card. And again, you're going to get some of that ribbon, some of this new Wild Wheat ribbon. Time check. Oh, good Lord. All right. All right, next, easy peasy. So you may recall I made, it was a bunch of months ago. There's this technique called rip and reveal. So, or torn paper or something. So this one, not a lot of color, but you can change these things out if you want, okay? So early espresso card base, 5.5 by 8.5, score at 4.25. Basic white, now you're gonna have two pieces. One is smaller than the other. Basic white for the inside, our standard 4 by 5.25. Let's get this down. All right. Now for the front, we've got, this is the Country Woods print paper. I had to pick one that was like not too crazy. Like some of the patterns have petal pink on the background. The other one had like pool party and I wasn't really feeling it for this particular one. So I wanted a generic one. So you pick whichever side you want to show. So, oh, Lisa, you prefer vanilla with fall colors? I could see that. The thing that bothers me now about vanilla is that we don't have vanilla envelopes anymore. That drives me up the wall. Like, I probably won't ever make another vanilla base card again if we're not gonna have envelopes because I think I only have 2 packs of them. So, but yeah, I get it. It seems like vanilla's more fall-y. So 4 by 5.25. All right, now this piece is smaller because I'm kind of going to go like this. This is 3.75 by 5, and it's not meant to layer. It's meant to, we're going to butt it right up. But so rip and reveal is, you want to rip, we want to have this part ripped out, and then we're going to like roll it up and then add some leaves. So now I want to, I want this white edge to show if I can, and I'm going to go to about there. So about 2/3 of the way up. Now this time I want the white edge on that side. So I think I have to rip down. Yeah. All right. So ripping that. And then you want to get something like, I use these cuticle sticks because we want to roll this up and we're going to glue it down there. So this is actually too much. I'm going to cut about however long this is off, about 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches-ish. That's trash. Now take your, whatever you're gonna roll this up on and just start rolling. And I can tell already that's still too much. I could cut even more off. Just because that's gonna make like a lump. So let's cut another little bit off. We just need enough to roll that it looks like rolled paper. All right, so I've got it started, and then I'm just going to start adding a little bit of glue. All right, let's put some more there. All right, and let's see if that's going to hold it. I think I got it. Pull that out. So perfect. Now this is going to get smashed in the mail anyway, so just give it a smash. It doesn't matter. All right, now I want to put this here, but this is why we have the smaller piece of white so that I can stamp on it. And I don't want it to go right to the edges. So that's why I wanted it like, maybe 1/4 inch less. So let's do our greeting. Oh, and you also will have in your kit 3 different die cut leaves. So I am going to just give you the die cuts. Oh, Jamie Gibbs, you missed the first 2 cards, which are amazing. But anyway, we're on this rip and reveal one. So you're going to get 3 die cut leaves, and these are from the Changing Leaves. This one actually ripped off. You're going to emboss them with whatever folder you want. All right. I wanted 3 different folders. I did not use the the embossing folder that it came with. I mean, you could, but I wanted everybody to, you do your own. So I used the lattice folder, the timber, and the distress tile. Just pick 3 different ones, doesn't matter. And we're going to glue those on. Now this greeting, I think I'm going to do, again, the happy birthday. And this one, I think I'm going to use both the fancy ones. So I'm holding this in place just for my stamp, like the position. Now I'm going to use pecan pie or pecan pie, however you want to say it. And let's do the happy. And I'm really trying to get that. And then birthday. So I'm using both the, ooh, that is disgustingly sloppy. All right, good. Phew. That got way too much ink for my liking on that stamp. All right, so there's that. So again, if you don't have pecan pie ink, you use whatever you want. And I can glue this down now. So what I want to do is put glue around here. I want to glue the white to the designer paper first and make it land so my greeting is where I want. And I want this white right to the edge of my designer paper so it looks continuous. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's glue this whole thing to our card front, and then we're going to add our leaves and then some doodads. So I like the wood. And plus, I think this is, if you don't want to do the leaves, if you have something else that you want to add, I just think the coolest part is this rip and reveal. And I want to just put a little bit more glue under here. Nice. All right, so whatever you're having. If you don't want to use these leaves, don't use them. Just going to glue them on. And actually, let's just get rid of that. So you're going to build these. This would be a good one. You could definitely add a bird. That's going to have to overlap a little bit. I'm not a fan of that, but whatever. All right. Ooh, I like that. Kind of tucking that little tail bit in there. Oh, yeah. I love that. And then my leaf that kind of fell apart. Actually, I'm going to put that. Wait, why are these the same? Oh, you know what? Because that's how they are. I'm just going to use this other leaf then. That's right. I did 2. I like this leaf better, but I did 2 of this same size. But we've got, this is basic beige, crumb cake, and pecan pie. All right, I'm just going to put this one, tuck it under here, so we have like all 3 colors. I love it. All right, now let's do some of the doodads on here. So I think crumb cake is one of the colors of the doodads, the ones that you guys are going to get that I'm getting tomorrow. So, all right, 1, 2, let's do this. And I might add some more. Yeah, I'm glad I kept these around. I hardly used them last year. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, I like it. Let's do some more. Let's do 1. We need an odd number. 3, 4, 5. We'll do 2 little ones. And there we go. So I love the rip and reveal. And this is I'm gonna have to bend that up because that was hanging over the edge. So, I love it. Oh, pecan, how do you pronounce it? Yeah, Gloria. I know we say pecans here in Maryland, at least I do. But I know every time I went to Minnesota, they would, at least Virginia would say it was pecans. So I digress. All right, last one. So this one, get all my papers. Ooh, yeah. So this one I was looking at the autumn leaves set. And let me just grab that. Boop, boop, boop. The leaves and the dies. So my first thought was that I wanted to use this bigger leaf die to make a turkey. And I've done something similar before, but then I was like, it's a little too soon for that for me. I don't know why. I was making Christmas cards last week, but a turkey card, no, I must wait. But then I was looking at these and I'm like, this looks like trees. And we had a stamp set years ago. I think it was called oh, funny penny, a pecan is a toilet. That's just how we say them. See, Jamie's right. Yeah, pecan. Oh, Gloria, you say pecans. Yeah, funny. Yes, Jamie, Christmas cards are made year round. But anyway, I thought this looked like a tree, so that's what we're doing. So I'm die cutting things for you. So the only thing you're going to have to stamp here is the greeting as well, and ink blend your trees if you want. So we've got old olive, and what was I going to use on here? Oh, sketched plaid background. All right, so old olive, 5.5 by 8.5, score at 4.25. Then we've got our basic white 4 by 5.25 for the inside. And then we've got old olive, same thing, 4 by 5.25 for, we're gonna stamp the plaid on. Now, if you don't have the plaid, I've got to get it. It's the one stamp set I didn't pull out. So sketch plaid. If you don't have this, you use whatever other background stamp you want, or make lines. Like just take a marker and draw your lines. All right, so I'm gonna get my old olive ink. And same thing that I did with the other background stamp, just put this ink pad right on it, ink it up. Now this one I want to pay attention because it's, the lines. So I want to get it as straight as I can. All right, let's do this. Wipe, 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 rub, rub, rub. All right, ooh, nice, nailed it. All right, I'm not gonna wipe this now because I'm trying to get this done because I do want to show you some other cards that I've been working on. All right, so that's gonna go here. I'm liking it already. Then you've got this is a white label. This is from All About the Autumn Dies as well. So we're gonna stamp our greeting in there. And I'm probably gonna use, again, Early Espresso because that's gonna get tied in with this. All right, so let's get that. Let's just put it right here. So these are your trees, right? We've got real red this time. I believe this was crushed curry. Let me hold it up. I don't think that was, yeah, crushed curry. And Cajun craze. So if you want your trees to go all the same direction, then you can have them in the same direction. I don't. I want them to like face together and then face apart. And I am going to do them in this order. So what I wanted to start with, Cajun craze. Let's pull the ink. Real red, Cajun craze, crushed curry. All right. I want to do ink blending on these just to give them a little bit more depth. And then we're going to add the branches. We're just going to glue these on. And these will be die cut for you, but they will not be popped out. That made a lot of hair. So we can glue them on the front. I kind of like that. Or if you don't like it, you can hide it and then just put it in the back. And then it's just like a twig. But I like it on the front. All right, so let's do our embossed edges first. So crushed curry. And I am painting myself into a corner here. All right, so I'm just going to go around the edges. And if this jiggles my camera, I apologize. I think when I do stuff like this, it shakes the table. But love that. All right, so there's crushed curry. Then we'll do real red. Is that red? Yep. Same thing. Just gonna ink blend. Whoopsie. Just so it makes those edges a little bit darker. And the middle lighter. I like it. All right, and then Cajun Craze. So I'm going to put Cajun with orange, or should I do brown? Orange it is. All right, and then edges of this. Yeah, I'm not one of those that has a different color brush for every color. I make do. I think I got 12 of them, and that's all I've needed. All right. I think I even have one that's still completely white. All right, Cajun Craze out of here. Now I'm gonna pluck these out off to the side so all those little hairy bits don't get on my table. But yeah, so when I cut these detailed dies, I still use my chrome precision plate that I got off Amazon. And pretty good results. I would say, like, really good. Okay, so let's build our trees. So we got to change the direction of our branches to fit. Okay, oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, little glue dots. Doesn't have to cover it entirely, but you know, we want some. All right, and if this doesn't land perfect, like, that's fine. All right, that's good. The crushed curry, oh yeah, I'm loving this. I do promise I will make a turkey card eventually. Maybe in October. All right. And then let's get that right there. Nice. And then this one will go that way. Yep. So I'm going to do the greeting from the same autumn set. It says, you know, I'm thankful. But whatever, I'm going to give you this die cut piece. So whatever fits in there, you do. Or you handwrite something if your handwriting's nice. All right. Let's hold that. Oh, yeah. I love those. Okay. Old olive layer. We're just going to glue this down. And make that border. And I realize I should have put it on the other side. That's fine. All right, let's lay our trees down. Oh, so pretty. I love it. I know I made a card years ago with trees, just like a group of trees like this, but that was like on a vanilla background and they weren't die cuts. They were all trees. I'm not even going to pop these up. I'm going to pop up the greeting. So I want this one like right in the middle. Oopsie. And then these quite close to them. All right. And then we'll talk about, oh, you know what? Now I got to overlap them because that one touched. Jeez. It's fine. They can be besties. All right. I just want to make sure the bottom is like they're all kind of lined up. Cool. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So the greeting, and I know I pulled this out. I'm going to do I'm thankful because that's going to fit. And again, I'll do early espresso. If you don't have early espresso, I mean, old olive would work, but I just think brown's better. Or you could gold emboss and then add some gold embellishments to like tie that in. I think that would be nice too. All right, so I'm thankful. I'm gonna make another one of these for birthday. Just because I have more birthdays that I need. All right, so this, let's pop up And I see I got a little scrap of this foam adhesive sheet. I'm just going to put that whole thing on there. Be done with it. All right, and then I'm going to, ooh, that does need some, I feel like that needs some ink blending as well. Ooh, how am I going to do this? Let me see real quick. Who uses sponge daubers anymore? I was just thinking about that. Like, I don't remember the last time I used one. And where's my green brush? Oh, here we go. Okay. So I just want to add a little bit of the old olive just to make it not so stark, right? Thanks, Linda. All right, let's add a little, and I'm not going to get crazy with it. Just a little to the edges. Okay, like that. So it's just not as completely white. All right, and then we'll put this on here. Oh, I love that. And then I am going to add some of the green gems that I have. These are Mossy Meadow, but they look like they're going to be, old olive is going to be fine. So let's do 1, 2, 3. A big one. Yeah, these are like old olive. I don't know why they call them Mossy Meadow. But anyway, these are old, and these aren't the ones that you're going to get anyway. So, I love it. But do you see how if you had like gold, like gilded gems, like that would be really pretty? Mm. All right, let me put some of this stuff up out of my area. And we'll bring in the other cards that we made. And then I just wanted to show you a couple that I had been working on this week. So we've got our trees. Then we've got our rip and reveal. Thanks, Marlene. Thanks, Julie, Helen, everybody. Gail, thank you, thank you. Then we've got our easel card. All right, this is our wild wheat. And Gloria, our trees are not turning, but it seems like here in Maryland, once they turn, like it's quick. Then they're all dead and falling off. So I only get like a week or two. And then, they have that rotten tree smell, leaves. I love it. And then this one was your ripping, or straight cutting your background, whatever you want. So that's my It's Fall Y'all workshop. Now let me just show you real quick. And again, I'll have my blog updated. But since Jamie and I should be playing pool all day Saturday, I am not going to get that done until at least Sunday. So a couple things. So one of Sue's, was this her channel, or this was just her video last Friday. She made this pop-up gatefold card. And I know I've made these before, but I didn't know what the name was. But it fits in a regular envelope. And I just had this is old paper, this is old paper. This is like Magenta Madness, like that's old too, but I used, pieces that I had laying around. And I like that. And then just write a little message on the inside. So that one. Then her sketch card, I did a Halloween card. These are those Michael's papers that I got. And she's posted her sketches in her it's Cruisers sharing group. I think that's maybe Sue, you can put a comment in with a link to your sharing group on Facebook. But she started this a couple weeks ago, posting a sketch like on Sunday, and then people just use whatever they have, make it and post it. So I love it. Yeah, and this is a Unity stamp. It's not Stampin' Up, but love that. Then this one, I just updated my blog this morning. This is the I like that craft roulette show on Friday nights, and this was my challenge card for Friday night's video. It had to be a shaped card, peacock color, so I used Pretty Peacock. That wasn't very clever. Tall, so like my card is taller than it is wider. It's very open to interpretation, right, for the parameters. And then the last one was XOXO, so I just used this greeting, hugs. So there's that. Sharon sent me this awesome birthday card. I think I had made one. This is the locking L's. I love it. And I love how she used her embossing folder. This is the leaves embossing folder from a couple years ago. Like, so the deboss side, so this is like down. I love it. And then Rose sent me 2 cards. Look at these cute little note cards. So this is the thanks that's part of those paper pumpkin dies that comes. And I don't know where these flowers are from, Rose. It's got to be from something. I don't know. And then the cute bird. We were just talking about these birds. She cut out about 100 of these things for something else. But I love that. And then my final thing. So I have a lot of people that I watch on YouTube too. One of them for years I've been watching is Lyric Lovers Crafts or Lyric Lover Crafts. So her name's Amber, but she makes all kinds of little stuff for. She does a lot of craft fair sales, and so her projects are she's mass making them and little doodad things. Well, she called this a junk journal, and she had a whole bunch of stuff paper clipped in hers. So in mine, I just don't have it because I just had the paper. Different paper collections. Like we don't have 3x4, cut aparts, ephemera bits, like all this thing. Guess I could have done it with some Christmas stuff, but this is my prototype. Anyway, so this is a 4x6 little mini book. There's no stitching. This is all kept together by glue, and it's a different hinge system. I love it. So this is pockets here and then pocket here, so you can put some tags in. But you can just put photos, do whatever. So every page she had different stuff, like junk stuff, paper clipped in. Whereas I would just use this for a mini little scrapbook kind of thing. Um, little 4x4, love that. But yeah, pockets on both sides, and then the same thing. And then you just add a little strip. So her measurements were to maximize the use of her paper. So she can get as many out of a pack of paper as she wants. Whereas I wasn't, you know, held to these rules. So I'm going to make it bigger or wider. I'm going to change the measurements. And then I just think this is a fun little project. Even if we don't paper clip anything in, just to have something to like put pictures in, right? And then little writing bits. I love any kind of little mini book. Yeah. Yeah, Rose, you want to make one of these? And then of course I had old ribbon. But yeah, this is on the list for stuff that I want to make. I have a list for like months out of different projects that I want to do and things that I want to, show you and all that. So yeah, Rose, you'll use the scrapbooking kits. I think that's gonna work because that has like ephemera bits in it. So yeah, I was telling them at the beginning, next week I plan to do the Halloween scrapbooking kit, and we're gonna make the pictures or make the pages together. The things have instructions, like the kits, they come with printed instructions. I believe it's printed. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. Um, but then I'm gonna give, like a review for like the paper. We'll see how quality it is. Thanks, Marlene. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, thumbs up, shares, like all the hearts, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, thank you. So again, that code's good through the end of the month. If you already have stuff, just copy and, make your stuff. Yeah, Rose, I love Halloween too. And there are printed instructions. Okay, good. Thanks, Anna. Okay, we're 8 minutes over. Appreciate you guys spending time with me. Thanks, Di. Thanks, Carol. Good night. Thanks, Debbie. And Sue will be on tomorrow night, I believe. That's her normal Friday at, oh, I don't want to get the time wrong now. Ugh. It's 7 o'clock now, right? Like you do 8 o'clock in the summer. And then when it starts getting darker. Yeah. Yes, Jamie Gibbs, you will see me Saturday at 8:15. You guys, we have such an early day and a long day on Saturday. I'm not used to getting up this early, but we must win. All right. Thanks, you guys. Good night. And I'll see you next week. Bye.